Hello students, welcome to class 10th SST Democratic Politics 2nd, that is Political Science. Children, in this sector we are going to study the second chapter of Political Science, that is Federalism, and this is fourth video clip. Children, in this topic, in this section, we are going to discuss about decentralization in India. Decentralization in India. Before we start the topic, let us try to understand why decentralization was required and what is decentralization and what led the basic foundation of this system, decentralization. Children, you know very well, India is a diverse country having diversity in various sectors: regional diversity, linguistic diversity, ethnic diversity, cultural diversity, and many types of, you can say, lifestyle diversity, and their dress style, even their thinking styles. Means this country is so diverse that federal system was surprised how to run. Children, this was one of the major challenges in our country when India became independence. Our constitutions gave provision of only two-tier system, that is central government and state government. These two-tier systems, they were introduced, and it started implemented after 1950 after implementation of our constitution. But the problem arose in such a way that they became helpless. Many types of problems at grassroots level, that is in rural area, even in town, rural people, they suffered problem. They could not get benefits. They always survived in a very poor condition. Why it happens? It was because government could not reach, government policy could not reach. The money allotted by government, it could not reach up to lower level, grassroots level. Whatever money was released from central government, it was absorbed in the system, corrupt system. So federal system remained awkward. It became helpless. That's why there was a need of third tier system. Children, you know very well, the population of our country is so huge that you will surprised that the population of even Uttar Pradesh is more than Russia. The population of Germany, Maharashtra have more population than Germany. Just it is surprising fact. But still they are not running federal system. And in our country, it was the major requirements because of huge population and only two-tier system. That's why third system of local government was introduced, and it was also given power. So now children, we are coming towards the decentralization definition. Decentralization, you can define it in very simple term. When power is taken away from central and state government and given to local government is known as decentralization. Means we had formed local government, then it should be given power. From where these powers come? These powers should be curtail out. It should be cut from central government and state governments and allotted to this local government. Even some power of revenue was also given to local government from state government. So this whole system, this whole process is known as decentralization. Once again, when power is taken away from central government and state government and given to local government, this process is known as decentralization. Children, after implementation of decentralization, most of the policies started running with great momentum, and they came up to lower levels by means of local governments. You know very well what are local governments. Local governments are implemented in rural area as well as urban area. In rural area there is Panchayati Raj system under Gram Sabha. Children, you know very well that Panchayati Raj system means Panchayati system. In this system, it is only up to district level, and there is block, and you can say along with this they are elected members at village level. In Panchayat system, you can say many Gram Panchayats, they makes a Panchayat system at district level and form Jila Parishad, and they have certain meetings. 2 or 3 times they used to have a meeting, and they used to meet 2 or 3 times in a year. Children, one thing more, I want to describe what is municipalities and municipal corporations. They are local government in urban area at lower level. Municipalities, there are many municipalities in small towns, in small cities, but there is municipal corporations in metropolitan cities or big cities. You know, you can say municipal corporation consists of various municipalities, and municipalities consist of various wards, and these wards are numbered: ward number 1, ward number 2, ward number 3, ward number 4, and so on. In this manner, in every ward there is a elected member when election are held for municipalities, and these members constitute municipalities, and many municipalities constitute municipal corporation, and the head of municipal corporation is known as mayor. So they are the formation of village panchayat and municipal corporations or municipalities in rural and urban areas. Children, one thing more, there were many large problems and issues. They were major, you can say, facts which brought decentralization in India. Our country had various issues. For example, Kashmir issue, and you can say Bodo land issue in Assam, and many types of issues came one by one. And along with that, many types of problems such as population rising, pollution, and you can say poverty, you can say water problem, you can say climatic change problem. Many types of issues came, and all these issues led to bring decentralization in our country. Children, major steps towards decentralization. We will try to discuss these major steps towards decentralization. When decentralization was adopted, there are some major steps that had to be followed by every government, whether it is at central level or state level or local level. Children, it was mandatory to hold election. When decentralization was adopted, it became mandatory to hold election for municipal corporations, municipalities, and even Panchayati Raj. So it was mandatory, it was compulsory after every 5 years. And second one is seats are reserved in different constituencies, means for various people, various types of people, seats were reserved. For example, seats were reserved for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and some OBC also. So this became mandatory. Then 1/3 seats reserved for women. Seats for election is also reserved in our constituencies. You can say our country has given a provision after decentralization that women should be given at least 1/3 seat to fight election, even at local level, state level, or central level. This was the major benefit of decentralization. Then fourth one is State Election Commission has been created in each state to conduct Panchayati Raj and municipal election. Children, State Election Commission came into being even at state level and local level. So these condition were created in each states to conduct panchayati and municipal elections, because earlier when these election commissions were not active at local level, then there was huge fraud. People had to, majority of the people used to rule in the village and they had to do what they wanted. It was better? Never. Because poor peoples and those peoples, less educated peoples and other peoples like mentally ill people, they suffered a lot. So election commission came and it was created in each state so that these panchayat election and municipal corporation election or municipal election should be conducted honestly. Children, and the last term is the state government have to share some power of revenue with local government. Means it was mandatory for the state government that they had to give some revenue to local government so that they run their systems, their programs and implement the policy of central or state governments at local level, without any crisis, without any financial crisis. That's why this revenue was given, so that at local level roads could be made, electrification could be done, and various other welfare programs should be distributed, and it should be implemented with the help of revenue wherever required. Just like Manrega has come. Children, many peoples, they are getting work in Manrega. That is more than 200 rupees right now. So why it happened? Because revenue was allotted by state government. That's why your village head, he is giving this amount. Along with this, these elections were held honestly and it could be, under control. Now anti-social elements became helpless when this election commission was created, and everybody started, you can say they started voting system, and they started putting vote honestly, and there was a very healthy atmosphere for Indian democracy. Okay, thank you for watching this clip.